was wonderful to see you, to hear you, and it's very meaningful and productive, I think, for everyone who attended. We had a great number of attendants, and I want to thank you. And perhaps maybe before we let you go, I would like to ask you a little bit to talk a little bit more about your memories of Ms. DeLay, and maybe to tell something which comes up in your mind from your experience, because you spent many, many years with her.
I did. I went to her when I was 8 years old, and as I mentioned, she was so energetic. But I have to say that if I could say something related to Miss DeLay to all of the participants on this Zoom call, that is, Miss DeLay understood that the great equalizer for violinists is technique. And so at some point, you just have to spend whatever, 8 months, a year, 6 months, 2 months, 4 months, I'm not sure. But you do have to do that sacrificial, hard, technical, everyday, Sevchik for finger speed, Yost for shifting. There's so many great exercises out there, and just you have to sacrifice, learning Zigeuner Weisen and learning Beethoven Sonata, and just spend the bulk of your practice time doing that hard technical stuff, and it pays off for the rest of your life. And Miss DeLay had me doing this from the moment I started studying with her for about, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years. Most of my lessons were spent. She would just give me homework, a bunch of homework, give me the metronome marking and say, okay. And then my mom practiced with me. And of course, my mom was a pianist, and she would insist that we go above the metronome marking. So instead of just, mom would be like, okay, no, we're not going 100. We're going to go to 110. And then Miss DeLay would chuckle and, good job, honey. Like that kind of technical work, I feel, really serves me even now. And I have to say, when I do master classes, when I see other violinists, I have to say that I can kind of tell those who have done that kind of sacrificial, hard period of practicing to develop technique, whether they've done one or two or three of those segments in their life somewhere, you can kind of tell. And if somebody's struggling a little bit, then I think to myself, wow, it doesn't take much. You'll see the results in 1 week if you do it. So all of you guys, this is the perfect time to do it when you're a little bit less busy because of COVID. Just take up a lot of your practice time, and maybe you can even have like a little competition with your friend on Zoom or in the practice room and meet up, and you can judge each other, and the loser has to buy the winner Starbucks, latte that night, pumpkin spice latte. Just kind of finding ways to really up your technique game is super important. And I learned that from Dorothy DeLay.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right that we always need to have a chance to check ourselves, because practicing is one thing, and then when we come to the stressful moment, it really shows how well we prepared. So even if we don't have performances lined up or auditions, we always can find some possibility, either recording. I'm glad you said recording yourself. I'm doing this from time to time, because actually with all this technology, it's very easy just to have an idea. Especially when we learn new pieces, it's important to have perspective from outside. And then friends and family, yes, to play. I started playing a lot during the COVID for my family members, and actually I found that this is just amazing experience. I haven't done this so much. Not only for ones I spent time with, but I even on the phone I would call my father and I start practicing, because he's a violinist and he was my first teacher. So even a couple of days ago, I found myself playing for him on the phone. And I felt nervous the same way when I was 7 or 8 years old. So then I knew that I need to practice better.
That's so touching. I totally get it. And all of you guys, participants watching, can do exactly like Dima and I are doing. And you can, wherever you are, when you go back to your hometown, you can volunteer to play at church on Sunday, and that'll make you nervous, or the retirement home near your house. Maybe you can make a little video recording and send it to them, and they'll broadcast it to all the residents on their in-house channel, TV channel. Like you can create opportunities. Maybe you can do a front porch little half an hour recital for your neighbors. Just you've seen all this stuff on YouTube, and you can do the same thing. But as Dima said, you get nerve. It doesn't take much to get that little edge, and that makes you practice a little bit more, a little bit different concentration, intensity.
Thank you. It was real joy to see you, to hear you, and we hope that maybe one day you will come back again because you were here. Remind me, when was it? 10, 15 years ago when you came here on campus and you gave actually class here for our students at MSU. When was it?
I think it was less than 10 years ago, and we had dinner together, and yeah, it was with Tim. Was conduct. Is he still conducting there?
Yes, yeah.
Wonderful, great conductor.
Yeah.
Great,
So
thank
we
you
will
so
look forward. We'll look forward to one day when you be here again.
Me
And
too. Thank you
but
so
I
much
think
for the
it's
invitation.
such a meaningful experience for everyone to join. And I think there's some advantages of this situation we can take. And this is
I
one
agree.
of the greatest one.
Oh, thank
I thank you very much. And also I would like to thank a couple of people who really been helping me a lot. It's Lisa Wilton. She's director of special events at MSU. She's behind the scene, but she's been real great help because we've been experimenting and trying to improve how to do this on Zoom. Last week we had Midori, so we had a couple of issues with the sound. So we try to think what we can do better. And there's several, I think 7 more upcoming master classes on Thursday. So we look forward to welcoming everyone who attended today and more people. And also, I would like to thank my student Kyla Green, who is also behind the scene, and she was also great help. And until next time, and next time actually for us will be next week, but with David, I hope to see you in person and share the memories with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dima. Bye, everybody. Be well.
Have a great stay in San Diego.
Thank you.
Bye bye.